So, good afternoon and welcome back to the SimLab. So, until now, we had done some programs, part manual programs on turning operations and others. Right, I hopefully we have completed 6 programs, and program 7 is left out. So, program 6 I had discussed and asked you people to write in the form of an assignment. I hope 18 of you have submitted it, and remaining students like around 4, yeah, 5, see that you submit on time. So today we are going to start up with the program number 7. So I think I have shared my screen, right? So this is the program number 7, what you have to do it, right? So here also you have to do many operations. So if you see, you can see that turning operation have to be done, like circular interpolation also to be done, grooving operation to be done, and also thread cutting operation need to be done, right? So this is the final uh, design of the part what you have to get after you do write the manual part programming. So first you have to see what all the operations are needed, and initially we will start up the program. So before doing, it's always better if you do the thread calculation value and keep it. So here it is given as thread cutting calculation. Here it is given like the minor diameter is how much. Yeah, minor diameter is given as 12 and the pitch thread is of 1.75 mm. So based on that, it's better to do the calculation and then start up with the program. So always you know that thread height formula is given by P is equal to 0.613 into the pitch of the thread. So pitch of the thread in this question is of around 1.75. So kindly do complete it. Okay, I've written this as 1.25. Which one I'm referring? It was 1.25 only. Yeah, here it is 1.75. I think I have written 1.25. So kindly cross check if it is 1.75, how much you get. 0.613 into 1.75. Yeah, it is right. The answer is right. It is 1.072 mm. I have written it by mistake as 1.25. So the pitch, the thread pitch, sorry, the height of the thread will be nothing but 1.072 mm. So always to write in the program, you have to convert that into microns. So kindly convert the unit what you have in mm into the microns. And later, minor diameter x is always given by 12 minus 2p, right? So here 12 is being given as an internal diameter, right? So here you'll put the value of 12 minus 2 into p. So p value here is nothing but 1.072. Don't write the value here in microns. See that you will write the value in terms of mm. So you'll get the minor diameter in terms of mm. Kindly type it and keep. So then we can start up with the actual part program. Since it is 7th program, we have just given the name for the program as O07. Okay, so before that, you should remember that you should put the starting character as percentage. So you know that we start with the sequence from N05, sequence number. First, you have to select the unit, metric unit. So once it is done, you should see that the tool is in the home position. So it will be in the home position. You can bring directly to X0 and Z0 by using G28 code. So after that, you should see that the tool has to be the spindle, sorry, the tool has to be changed. So to change the tool, you will write M06. And for normal turning operation, we are starting up. You know that we need to select the tool 1, offset number 1. So it is T01 and 01. Next, you write the sequence number as a N20. Then make the spindle on, give the value for the spindle speed, and also don't forget to make the coolant on. Then after this setting, so now you have to bring the tool nearer to the blank. So you use the rapid traverse and bring the tool nearer to the blank. The ultimate here, the height is around, diameter is around 40 mm. So the tool is brought nearly to it by around x is equal to 46. and Z1. So the tool will be here somewhere, X is equal to 46 and Z1. Means you're bringing the tool from its home position to the place nearer to the blank. So once you set the tool nearer to the blank, then we use G94, which does initially the phasing operation and provide feed per minute. Okay, so you type G94, X1, Z1, F of 0.2. But to start up, we should always see that the value of Z is 0. So you will rewrite it with the value of Z is equal to 0 with a feed rate of F 0.2. And then the actual thing, the rough turning operation you have to start. And for rough turning operation, you know that we do use the G code G71. So kindly type G71, and the depth of cut what we need to give is of around 0.5, and the retract amount will be of 1 mm. So after giving this, you need to specify from which sequence number to which you are going to do the turning operation. So you will give the sequence number in terms of P and Q. So it will start with N50. So you are writing here after G71 as P50, and it is going to end until, yeah, this is a spindle off, so until N85. So you will write it as Q85, and then you should give the allowance along the x-axis as well as the z-axis and the feed rate. So once this is done, then you should bring the tool nearer to the place where the operation has to be started. So the turning operation, if you go back to the diagram here, initially you see that they have given it is as M12. So the diameter here is M12. And here you have an what we call the axial, it is not radial, it is axial grooving, where we need to use G75. But initially now we won't use it until here. So until 30 plus 6, Z minus 36. So until here, the diameter now of the block is 12 mm only. So initially we do the turning operation for X is equal to 12, right? So that we reach until here. For Z minus 36 and X12, we get the rough turning for diameter of 12 mm, which is the value of X. Later we do the grooving operation. And hence we write now here as X12 and Z0 initially. So X will be the value of 12 and Z will be 0. So initially the tool will come at this position. So after it comes at this position, then you have to give the linear interpolation values. So initially the tool will come at X12 and Z0. So it will be in this position. After this, give the next step values. So what you do, you write X12 and Z0. Then you should give until where you have the block diameter of 12 mm. So now you can see until here it is 30. Here also we are considering later grooving operation will be done. So it is 30 plus 6. 36. So after this also from here till here it is the same value, right? So until here it is. So it is 30 plus 10, 40 plus 6. So until 46, until the value of Z minus 46, the diameter of the block is 12 mm only. Only thing in between you have in grooving that we will be doing it later. So you have to write now X is equal to 12, that is the same. Only the value of Z will change into minus 46. So now our tool has reached here. X is equal to 12, here it is. X is equal to 12 and Z is equal to minus 46. After this, there is a linear interpolation again, not a circular interpolation. Only the change is X is going to change into 20, right? So previously it was 12, so now X gets changed into 20. And what even the value of Z will change from minus 46 and you will add on minus 5 to it, right? So the value becomes X20 and Z will be minus 51 because you're adding minus 46 until here it was minus 46 and minus 5. So it becomes minus 51, and at this point the diameter of the block here is 20 mm. So we are giving the value of X to be as 20. So now the tool has come here, right? So this is the position where our tool is. And again, now we have to go for a linear interpolation. right? So here, since from here till here the value of x is 20 only, so the x will be 20 in this position also, but the z value increases. At this point it was minus 51. Now you will add minus 51 and minus 10. This distance is 10, so it becomes minus 61. So x will be 20 and z will be minus 61. So the same thing you will write here, x is equal to 20 and z is equal to minus 61. So once you do that, now you can see that the tool will be here because you have reached x 20 and z minus 61. So this is the position where the tool will be. So when the tool is at this position, you please see how the interpolation is. Is it linear or circular? So here we can see it is a circular interpolation, right? So you will give the circular interpolation value, right? So before that you should see what is the diameter. So initially it was 20, right? So from there you have a radius of 8. So radius of 8 above and radius of 8 below. So how much it will be? 20 plus 16. So overall x value will be 36. So you have to write x is equal to 36. Here they haven't given you the entire diameter of the block. Just this part of the radius is 8. So bottom also you'll be having the same 8 radius. So in between you had 20. So 20, 8 and 8, it becomes 36. So x value is 36 here. And now we have to think about what is the z value. So in this position it was minus 61, right? So then you have to add the remaining part. So how much you get? Hello? Anyone can tell me the values, please? So what will be the value of z over here? It was 61, right? Until here. So now this is the radius value. Whether you take in this direction or the radius value, it will be the same.
69.
Yeah, so it is 61 plus 8, it will be 69. You should be able to calculate properly. So then the z value will be minus 69. What is the radius here given? It is 8. So you should not forget to give the radius for circular interpolation. You will write R8. And you didn't check whether it is clockwise circular interpolation or anti-clockwise. It is going in anti-clockwise direction because you have in this way, right? And hence you have to write as G03. So by this you can see that our tool has reached this position. So once the tool is here, then you should see whether it is linear or circular again. So it is a linear interpolation, right? So it is at this position. Now we have to proceed further. So x value was 36. So the value of x remains the same, 36. But z value was how much? 69, right, at this position. So minus 69 and minus 10. So it becomes minus 79. So you will write x 36 and z as minus 79. So by this we have reached here. The tool is now here, and now you should see that again it is a linear interpolation, only the change is in the diameter, right? So now previously x was 36 here in this position. Now x becomes 40 mm, right? Apart from that, z was minus 79. So minus 79 and minus 5. So how much you get? So you will get as x 40 and z minus 84, right? So this is what, by this we will be at this position. So now we have reached where x is equal to 40 and z is equal to 89. What is that? Yeah, 84. And z is 84 and x is 40. So the tool will be in this position. After that, again, it is moving in a linear interpolation way, but x remains the same. So x will be 40 and z was minus 84. So add 10 mm more to it, minus 84 and minus 10. So it becomes minus 94. So you will write as x 40 and z as minus 94. So now the tool has completed the rough turning operation, right? So after this, it is the time to change the tool. So to change the tool, first we need to make the spindle off. So kindly make the spindle off by typing M05 and make the coolant also off. So it is M09. So to change the tool, always it is better to put the tool into its home position. So you'll write G28, U0 and W0. If you write X0 and Z0, it comes to the coordinate system from where you can start, right? So always better put the tool into the home position. So that is always safe. So kindly type U0, W0, and then you will go for change of tool. For that you should write M06. Now we are supposed to select the second tool for finishing operation of turning. So after checking the tool and offset number, it's our work now to make the spindle on. So kindly type M03 for spindle on, provide the spindle speed value, and don't forget to make the coolant on. So after this, now we have to start up with the finishing turning operation. So that is given by G70. So we write G70. So after writing, again you should check the sequence number from where to where you have to give. It will be the same as we did for the rough turning operation. So it starts from N50 and it ends by N85. So kindly type it as P50 and Q85. So after that, don't forget to give the feed rate, which is of 0.1. So once this is done, so the entire process will go on again and the finishing operation will be done for the part what you designed using rough turning. So this is done. Now we have to again change the tool. Why? Because we need to do the grooving operation as well as the threading operation. So for that, first you should see that you will send the tool to the tool position, home position.
Ma'am, is there a number skipped or step skipped? N 115.
Where?
N 115 is not there.
115 is not there. No, but all the processes are there. I think some typo error in writing the sequence number. I will cross check again and let you know. But it is coming in a proper sequence. So after rough turning, we have done the smooth turning
Fine turning.
operation. Smooth turning operation. Then we are putting the tool into the home position. So after that, we are changing the tool. Okay, so no, we completed the finishing turning operation and then the tool is sent to the home position. So after that, we are Am I audible? It got disconnected in between.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah, yeah.
the M05, M09 step is missing for fine turning.
Just a second. No, that's what the spindle off is not being added. I hope so. Wait, so we completed the rough turning operation and the smooth turning. Is the slide visible? Okay. Yes, so we completed the finishing turning operation and then the tool is sent to the home position. So in between, you can just add one thing, the spindle off and the coolant off. I think that has been missing here. Okay, so after 110, just add one more, so which is spindle off and the coolant off. So you have to write here M05 and M09. So you just give the sequence number 115, M05 and M09. So the spindle will get off and the coolant will get off. And then again send the tool to the home position. So after sending the tool to the home position, then we will change the tool. So in changing the tool, you have to select the tool 3. So first you have to think whether you're going with the groove cutting operation or thread cutting. We usually do the groove cutting and then come for the thread cutting operation. So here you have to look the diagram, which type of groove cutting operation is being asked. So it is the axial groove cutting and it is not the radial groove cutting, right? So we have to go for G75 and hence we have to start up with G75. So before that, you will select the tool for axial groove cutting operation. So which will be tool number 3. Okay, so then you will see that you will make the spindle on, assign the spindle speed for groove cutting and all the, and even for the threading operation, the spindle speed will be comparatively less. We usually give in between 250 to 350. The reasonable value is 300 or 350 whatsoever. Okay, so you can assign the value accordingly and then make the coolant on. So after this, use the rapid traverse and try to bring the tool nearer to the blank. Okay, so here groove cutting we need to do from this position to this. So overall diameter is 12 mm. So peg depth will be 3 mm in both the sides, right? So 12 minus, yeah, this is given 12 mm. Overall is 12, right? So finally it is, we need to give the value here. Just a second. Yes, it is given x14 over here. So final here, the diameter what we have is around 20. Okay, so here it is 12 mm. And now here we are bringing the tool nearer to the place where the groove cutting operation has to be done. So you can bring the tool to the rapid traverse by providing the value of around x14 and z minus 30. So we need from this position to z, this. So z will be exactly 30. So we need to start the groove, axial groove cutting from this point. So z is minus 30 and we require a 12 mm and then it has to do the groove cutting. So bring the tool very nearer to the workpiece. So we put value of x as 14 so that the tool will come exactly at the position where the z is a little bit above the required dimension of x. So x will be 14 and z will be minus 30. So we have set the tool nearer to the workpiece where the groove cutting operation have to be done. So after that, then we go for axial groove cutting operation. For that, we need to use the code G75, right? You will write G75 and then you kindly write what is the retract amount you need to remove. So you will write as 1. So once you have given the code G75 for axial grooving, sorry, for radial grooving and the retract amount, you should give the dimensions of X, Z, what is value of P and Q. So you'll write as per the syntax, again G75. So you have to give the value of X over here. So the overall diameter here is 12 mm. So the peg drill will be 3 mm top and bottom. So it was 12 minus of 6. So you will write the value as X is equal to 8. Okay, so then you need for this entire length. Now the tool is at Z30. You need the grooving from Z30 to Z36, right? So Z minus 30 to minus 36. So now you have to give the value as Z is equal to minus 36. Once that is done, you have to give the peg depth. So if it is 1 mm, you have to convert that into the microns. So it will be 1000. So when you do the groove cutting operation, the depth of cut of that tool dimension will be 0.8 microns, 0.8 mm. So convert that into 800 microns. And here there is no need of radius, but if you omit this, it will show syntax error. but to avoid the syntax error, we are writing r is equal to 0. So once this is done, kindly give the feed rate as 0.1. So this will help in completing the groove cutting operation at this slot. After the groove cutting operation in the axial direction is done, so then you should see that again you will make the spindle off and coolant off. So you will write M05 and M09. So once this is done, again it's our duty to send the tool to the home position. So you will write G28, U0 and W0. But here the program is not over because thread cutting operation is still left out. So what we do is, after this, you will select the tool for thread cutting operation. As you have assigned, you will be assigning all the tools initially, right? As you have seen in the video of the previous CNC turn operation, you will select all the tools necessary to do all the operations. So from there, you will select the tool number 4, right? After this, you should don't forget that you have to make the spindle on, and provide the value for the spindle speed, and then make the coolant on. So after this, again, you have to use the rapid traverse and bring the tool nearer to the place where the thread cutting operation has to be done, right? So here, if we look, the thread cutting operation has to be done from this position to here, right? So X is 12, which has been given, and we need for a distance of value of Z as 30 from here till here minus 30. So you have to set the tool somewhere nearer to the workpiece. So you will write the value of X is equal to 12, and if you give Z is equal to 0, what happens that the tool will touch the workpiece. So we are fixing the value of X from where the operation has to be done, but we are keeping the tool little bit away. For that, you give some positive value for the Z. So it could be Z2, yeah, Z3, 4, 5, whatever. So that the tool will be nearer but not touching to the workpiece. And hence you will assign the value of X is equal to 12 so that it will be aligning in the same value. Only thing, it will be away because you are giving plus 5. Z is equal to plus 5 towards your right, which is positive value, right? So that you will initially keep the tool nearer to the workpiece. So once the tool is nearer to the workpiece, then you should start up with your thread cutting operation. So thread cutting operation is done by using the syntax G76. Right? So we had used this thread cutting operation already. So it starts with syntax G36, and then you have to assign the value of P. So P consists of 3 factors. One is the number of idle passes you want to give initially. You are not starting quickly in the first pass only thread cutting. Some idle passes has to be given to see that whether it is moving in a proper channel. So number of passes idle we usually give either 2 or 3. In this case we are given 3, right? And then if you need any chamfering part in the thread cutting, then the value could be assigned. If it is not needed, if you put 0, 0, no chamfering will be considered while thread cutting. And then 60 will be the threading angle through which the threads will be done. So this will be the value of P, what you have to write it, respect to the number of idle passes, the chamfering value, and the thread angle. After this, you have to assign the value for Q. So what is Q? Anyone can tell me? We have gone through the G76 threading cycle. What does Q mean? Anyone can tell me, at least after seeing here. Q is nothing but the depth of the first cut. Usually we give either 0.4 or 0.5 mm. But if you write the same thing in the program, you will go wrong. Always while writing in the program, you should see that it is converted into microns. So if you're taking the first depth of cut as 0.4 mm, kindly write it in the microns, or else it will show you the syntax error. Okay, so the same thing what you have to write here, and here it is 0.5 mm what we have taken, and then it is it has to be, yes, It should be 500. It has been written 50 here, typo error. Okay, it has to be converted into microns. If it is 0.5 mm, it should be 500 microns here. So Q will be 500 microns, and here R value is not needed, but still you have to write the value as 0. So after this, the completion of the syntax value is needed for G76, because you should locate what is the value of X, what is the value of Z, and the value of pitch in microns, and the depth of removal of the material in microns. So value of X we have calculated already here. Write the minor diameter, which will be 9.865 mm, right? So the same thing here you should write, which is the value of X is equal to 9.865. It is what has been written over here. 9.854 it is. The calculated value is 9.865. So kindly type the same thing. I think some minor error in the manual. It has to be 9.854 here, but it is 9.865. Kindly type the same value, and you have to see until where you need the thread cutting. So go back to the sketch. You need the thread cutting from 0 to minus 30. So value of Z should be exactly minus 30. So you'll get the required thread cutting of pitch 1.75 mm, okay, in the thread cutting operation. So you have to assign the value of Z exactly. And what is the value of the thread height? The value of the thread height we have calculated as 1.072 mm. Kindly convert that into microns and type it here as P is equal to 1.073. So the thread height P will be 1073 microns. And then the depth of material removal, if it is 0.1 mm, if you convert it into microns, it will be 100. And here also there is no need of radius value, but still you will type as R is equal to 0. And then the feed rate you will assign here. So once this is been given, the syntax for G76, the thread cutting operation will be completed. So once this is done, you should not forget to write the spindle off and the coolant off. So kindly type M05 and M09. So after this, before making the machine to stop the program, you should send the tool to the home position. So you will write G28 U0 W0. So by this, the tool goes to the home position. Then you can make the machine off by typing M30 and then write the end character, percentage end character, right? So this will complete the thread cutting operation. So is it clear? If it is clear enough, we go for the video play. Any doubts in this?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, one question, ma'am. Ma'am, if there was actual lab, if we were in lab,
Yeah.
how would we be doing experiments, ma'am?
If you were in the lab actually, so what you will do is, first we will draw the sketch on the board, you will take down, right? So all the syntax associated to it will be explained to you, which all operations to be done. In the beginning, when it is an initial level of programming, every program will be written on the board. So when you are thorough about the syntax, you will be asked to write down the program manually in the observation book. And for cross-checking, and later you can refer the manual what you have. So once you are thorough with the program what you have done, then only you will start up with the CNC turn software. So we'll make the machine on, then you will type the program, and then you will start simulating it.
So there's an actual CNC, and we'll be operating at CNC, ma'am, or is it full virtual only there also?
No. You have this CNC here. It is not virtual, the actual you can see, but the thing is that is for demo version. And now the same thing what I'm simulating here in the software, right? So the same thing you will come to know when you do the program. So by simulation, you see that how the operations are going on. Apart from that, we have some demo experiments, right? So which gives you the actual practice on how the milling and turning is done. And also we have some test tricks on pneumatics and hydraulics. So those are demo experiments what you have. but you have to complete that also. So we are planning to do that once we complete with respect to CNC turn and milling, because you have two parts. One is turning and milling. So you'll be having one question from turning and one more question from milling in the examination. So apart from that, the extra demonstration experiments what you have, basically that comes into your Viva questions also. So for that, you should get prepared as well.
Okay, ma'am.
Why this question came all of a sudden?
No, ma'am, I thought that, like since we're learning CNC coding and everything, I thought we'll get hands-on experience. We'll type some code like this, like syntax and everything. Then the machine will actually
Uh-huh.
see the operations happening from the machine itself.
Yeah. We do have that. Actually, for that, a good CMC lab, if it will be established right, every student could be given with a sample piece. And if you write your own program and you can see exactly how the changes are happening with respect to the required dimensions in a given part. So then you will really come to know like you will get a good hands-on it. So that type of thing is not there in your curriculum. It is only for one sample demonstration at the end, and remaining thing is the same virtual simulation what you see in the software, whether it could be CNC turn, yeah, caps turn. Any doubts?
No, ma'am, understood, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. You people had sim theory in the last semester, I believe, so is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what you people studied there exactly?
Sim theory, ma'am.
All theory? Did you had any programming in it?
There was a programming towards the end, ma'am, but
Okay.
most of us were absent because that was the time where we were unsure if we'll have exams or not.
So
So
you
that,
people skipped the classes.
yes, ma'am. Like only 5 people attended that code, the
Mm,
codes
mm,
that
mm,
sir did.
That is the main thing what you need, na? Whether you, if you go outside also, so that will help you. Theory you can study by yourself, but
Yes, ma'am.
this
But now we've learned,
learning,
no, ma'am, because you taught us the syntax.
no, whatever you were supposed to learn at that time also. So don't think like if you have examination, you should attend the class or not. No, for, mainly why you come, you need to gain the knowledge, right? So that has to be done initially. So please set your mind. First, you will understand the concept, whether it is related to examination or not. That is the secondary thing. First, you should learn your skills. Fine, I will just share the video, just 2 seconds.
Ma'am, for drilling and milling, at least will we get hands-on experience, ma'am?
Drilling and milling.
Or is that also simulation only, ma'am?
No, currently in your syllabus, it is all simulation only. Practical examination, what you do means you have to write the program and you need to simulate in the software and show. And you have the Viva voice.
So we don't do anything like how we did in machine shop. We had milling and drilling all. We don't have.
Like that you don't have. We have like your capstone mill and capstone turning operation there. It is a demonstration part. One class we can arrange and make sure that how it works. You can see exactly how does it work. We can put a sample and make the things how it operate, and you can visualize. If by God grace everything comes into normal, and if you are back to the lab before the examination, you can see physically here the demonstration experiment, and you can even try if you are interested. If by that time, if again the same situation is, then at least I will just try to do this here in the lab, just take a recording of it and then play for you all in the Google Meet. So it is again left to the future how it will be. So currently this is the situation, so we have to go as per the things. So we'll just see how it happens in the near future. If you're really interested, if you're not able to come down physically, I will really plan for an demonstration video so that you can understand the things well. Now you are thorough with the coding, so you can in actual see how it's operates. So then you will get a good sense of understanding between the programming what you have written and actual in experimentation, actual in demonstration, how the operations will be. So I'll see into it, don't worry. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now the CNC turn. Let me start from first. So again, you will click the CNC turn of version 11 on the desktop. The window gets open. So you will go for setting and you will just open the program which is needed. So it is P7. You open, then the program will be displayed here. You can select all and check any error, or first you can save it. Okay. So it is saved and then it is going to define the blank. Here you can give the size of the blank as per the required dimension. So please see the sketch which is the required dimension. As per that you have to give the length and the diameter. And always see that the value of Z is not 0. It could be either 1 or 2. So then press OK. So after that you should select the machine. Always we go with Fanuc type A. So then you select. So then after this you check error. If you click the stick mark, it will check. If any error, it will be displayed here, or else the blank will be zoomed out. So then you need to configure the tool. So here there are tools already which is being edited. So don't retain the same. Every time you need to change you need to add the tool newly. So go now with the tool number 1, add tool. So shank size for rough turning, we usually go with 0.8 as the nose radius. So select 0.8 and then press OK. I think the tool is not defined here because it is not selected. So again it is showing an error. So you need to type again tool number 1, select properly 0.8, press OK here. If you don't press OK, it won't add. And then go for tool number 2, select again 0.8, no, 0.2. This is smooth finishing, right? So you need to go for 0.2. Nose radius will be 0.2. So this is done. I'm sorry, the tool 3, this we need it for axial groove cutting operation. So you select the groove cutting tool here, and since we give the depth as 0.8 usually, in the program also we have given 800 microns. So as per that you should select the tool. Okay, so before that, while selecting, it shows whether it is left hand tool or right hand. So whether you take left hand or right hand, by default the tool will start growing the material as default. Okay, we usually go with left. Okay, so then the last tool number 4, you will select it for thread cutting. So you have to go for, before that always see that you are taking into the proper metric unit library only, because we are using metric unit. Okay, so you have to opt external thread cutting. You are not doing internal thread cutting. So select external thread cutting. The tool will be selected. So now everything is set. If you need, you can save once again. Right, so then it will be very small. Just draw a box on it so it gets zoomed out. So after this, now you can start with simulate. So once it's clicked for simulate, it starts with our rough turning operation. Since we use G94, it first do the facing operation also. It does 1-2 layer of facing operation. Then it starts with the rough turning operation for the entire cycle, what we have assigned from N50 to N85. And so every step it does it one after the other. You can see the spindle speed over here. What we have assigned only will be displaying. The feed rate also will be shown here. Okay. And the motion, is it rapid traverse or not, that also will be shown. And the tool what you have selected, what is the nose radius of it, will be displayed here. The machine what we have selected is Fanuc. So all the details will be given, and which tool number you have used. So that also will be shown as tool number 1. And if there is any change in the feed rate, even that will be displayed in each. So now that was over. Yeah, so now the rough turning is over. Then the tool went back to the home position. Then the tool was selected. This is over, right? It goes back to home position. And now the grooving operation takes place as per the coordinates what we have given. And then the thread cutting operation was done. But what happened here? Just a
Excuse me, ma'am.
second. Yeah.
Now we have N185,
Yes.
N190 no, ma'am. So what if
Yes.
from 185 directly goes to 195? What will happen then?
I didn't get you.
Now instead of, if we now in the syntax that you showed us also, if you see from N1 N120, N125 and 130, it's supposed to go in that particular order, no, ma'am?
Wait. I will just open the program. Just 2 seconds. I have closed it. Yeah, you tell me now. From where you are telling?
N100, ma'am.
N100. Okay.
N105 is there, N110 is there, and
Yes.
N115 is not there, no, ma'am.
Right.
So will that have any effect in the?
No. Actually, you cannot see to put the tool to the home position, you should stop the machine. The spindle speed has to be off, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
like it has to be off, and then only you can, after offing, you can make the tool to go to its home position. Then you can make the tool change. So it has to be written, and here it is missed.
Okay. So what should be there, ma'am? N115?
Yeah, I told while explaining, right? So in N115, you have to write M05, M09. So you will make the spindle off and the coolant off. And after that, you will send the tool to the home position by G28. Then you select the tool, and later you make the spindle on again by typing M03 and assign the spindle speed.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So I hope I have to start again.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Is my screen visible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we were somewhere in between near the thread cutting operation. So here, see here, it is written G28X0Z0, like purposefully to see that how the simulation now gets scrapped out, because we haven't sent the tool to the home position. It is given here as X0 and Z0 purposefully. So now it gets disturbed because you're starting from X0, Z0, not from tool position. So there was a problem and you cannot see the simulation properly, and the part of simulation got scrapped out. So now you have to change to U0 and W0. Okay, so that is a mistake. So now we will change it into in both the cases, right? Before going to the thread cutting operation also, here it was written X0. So kindly change it into U0 and W0. So then only it will work properly. Here also kindly do change it into U0, W0. Always you should not start from the point where the coordinate system is. You should send the tool to the home position, then bring back to the tool. So once with this correction, again when it is simulated, so now it will work properly. Sometimes even the students do the same mistake. Okay, we'll type the coordinate system X0, Z0 only. But nothing won't happen even when you do the error check. It won't show you any error. But when you simulate, right, it won't be able to simulate fully all the operations what you did. So now in this you can see all the steps will be proper. So this was done. I'll slightly skip and I come for the finishing tool. So always kindly type as U0, W0 wherever is needed. Don't type it as X0, Z0. Only the problem, it happens in case of the simulation part. So now after groove cutting operation, right, when you go with the G28U0W0, so then it goes with a proper thread cutting operation. So this is how it simulates and shows like how the thread cutting and groove cutting operation all will be done. I think P8 is over. So P6, I haven't demonstrated the video. That day I asked you to write the program by your own. So let me just show you the simulation of P6 as well. Is my screen visible? Is the screen visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So P6, you have written in the assignment. So we are just running out the simulation of it. So first you will select, check the error, put the dimensions into the blank. As per the requirement, select the machine as Fanuc. Then error check is done, select the tool. You need to configure it newly, remove all the tools and edit it again. But here sir took the same tools. Usually we do add on the tools newly. So once it is done, error check is done, the tools are configured, then you will run the simulate. So then it starts with initial rough turning operation. I think in this we had axial grooving also. Apart from we had both. We had radial and axial grooving along with thread cutting operation in this. So turning was done, rough turning, and now the smooth turning operation is completed and the axial groove cutting operation is now being started. For axial, always you have to write G75. If you write G74, it comes into radial. So be careful in writing the codes. So once that is done, I hope we had 2 slots of grooving here. So we have axial only, axial groove cutting. So then the thread cutting operation, G76. And then a radial groove cutting operation will be there at the end. For radial, you have to use G74. For axial, it is G75. And remaining thing is the same. X value will be 0. Only thing you need the depth of 10 mm. So Z we will be giving as minus 10. And the amount of depth of cut you are giving is 0.2 mm. So convert that into microns. And here you can see the external thread here, because it is instead of 40 you are giving as 41. So it takes some extra to make you be aware that if you give extra values, so it will come outside the assigned blank. So that is only to make you understand. So it has been given. So this is how the simulation we had not done, so that is been completed. So by the way, we have done all the programs what we had related to turning operation. So then we should start up with milling operations. For that we should use Capstone, Capsmill software, and then we have to operate it. So in the next class, we will be starting with the milling operation. We have done with all the programs related to turning operations using CNC Turn software package. So now it's your work to complete all the programs. Only 6 students have written until now. I had asked you initially program 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8. 5 was not written, 6 was not written, 7 was not written. So those who have completed the remaining programs, you need to write only these 3, 5, 6 and 7. And others, kindly see that you complete all the programs and submit in the classroom, Google Classroom without fail. Some have assured me by today. See that you have time. until 4:30. So kindly do submit so that I can assign marks to all. Or else it will be like only for those who have submitted, I will assign the marks, and for remaining people, it is as the time gets delayed, right? Your marks gets reduced. If you want to reduce your marks or you want to maintain a good marks in your records, because every marks will play a vital role. Now you can think, okay, 1 or 2 marks, but when it comes to the aggregation, right, even with a very less marks of 1, if a good student, the ranking can also be missed. Okay, so please see that it's your marks, it's your score, it's your dream. Kindly do complete on time. Just a second, I have. Yes, let me know when you will be submitting. Remaining pending work, see that you do submit by today. And the other programs, including 5, 6, and 7. So that you let me know by when you will be submitting. Today is 29th. And your internals, hopefully it is starting from 5, 6, and 7. So before the internals, at least by this Sunday, by 1st, can you submit the remaining programs? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I don't want to make you delayed until your internals, because every day the load gets piled up on your head only. It is not like one record what you have to write. You will be having many subjects and all the records you have to write. So see that it's only an extra of 3 programs. So today is 29th. Anyhow, you have holiday tomorrow, day after, there'll be no classes. So give some time for record, and remaining time, please use it for your studies. So don't waste time, and see that you will use the time usefully and complete it efficiently. And some have written well, kindly improve your handwriting. Okay. So some are writing really well. Even in the test, it is very difficult to read the answers of some students, doctor prescription like it is. So kindly improve. That will help you to fetch more marks in your examination. Finally, when you write the written examination. So be careful, write properly, okay, gain
Ma'am, whose
knowledge.
handwriting we're talking about, ma'am? The doctor's prescription.
What?
Whose handwriting were you referring to, ma'am?
No, I don't know, but when I
Ma'am, if
have
you're
checked
referring to
your
Kanishka's handwriting, actually Kanishka wanted to become doctor before engineering, ma'am.
what?
If you're referring to Kanishka's handwriting, actually Kanishka wanted to become a doctor before engineering, ma'am.
Is it so?
Hello, hello, what is happening?
Yeah, Kanishka, you wanted to be a doctor and you came into engineering line, is it so?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I wrote the wrong exam.
You wrote a wrong exam. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Why? What happened?
By mistake, I wrote NEET, ma'am, instead of CAT.
You were okay. But did you score well in NEET?
No, ma'am.
I think you didn't prepare for that. No problem. Whether it is doctor or engineer, now you are into the engineering field, so you have to excel. Both have equal importance. So it depends upon the passion, either towards medical or engineering. Even I had a passion for medical. I returned my medical entrance examination with good scoring. I could not go for the counseling due to some other reason. So was some medical issue at home where I was not able to go. And finally I ended up with engineering stuff. So it happens. It's so we can't blame anyone for that. So
Yes,
let
ma'am.
me
You understand it happens, and you should let him be, ma'am. Because handwriting is the way it is. He's molded his handwriting like that only, ma'am.
okay. So at least now he can improve it. He has time for that. So let me take the attendance. Abdul Khalik Pasha. Abdul Khalik Pasha, absent. Akhil KV. Akhil KV, absent. Alok M, Alok, Anil Kumar,
Yes, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
yeah, Ankesh.
Hello,
Yes,
present,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Alok, you are there. Where were you when I called? I marked you absent. I'm changing now. Anil Kumar. Anil Kumar, you are there. Kindly reply. Ankesh Aman,
Yes, ma'am.
Gautam Krishna. Gautam Krishna. Gautam Krishna.
Ma'am, he has network issues, ma'am. He put his attendance in the chat box.
Okay, okay. So I will give him that attendance. Balaji VR.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Basaviraj.
Yes, ma'am.
Bildan Muhammad.
Yes, ma'am.
Chaitanya SR. Chaitanya.
Present, ma'am.
Chandan KN.
Present,
I had
ma'am.
lost connection.
Chandan lost connection.
Ma'am,
Chetan.
Gautam.
Gautam Krishna, yeah, I marked you the attendance.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Chandan KN is there? He is absent. Chetan Kumar,
Present, ma'am.
Dheeraj,
Present, ma'am.
Ishant, Ishant,
He's
absent.
put in the chat
Ma'am,
box.
Ishant present, ma'am. He put
Yes,
now
put in. But why I am not seeing the chat? Okay,
it back.
is present. Harshit is? Harshit? Himanka? Okay. Kanishka?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Srinaga? Kolepara Srinaga? You're there? No. Kunal Raj Kiran?
Present, ma'am.
Danush? Mohammad Ayan?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Sri Prasad?
Ma'am.
Mohammad Junaid is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So see that. Don't waste now. It is 3:06. By 4:30, I need all the due records who have not submitted, other than those 6 students. Kindly do submit. And remaining 3 programs, please utilize efficiently for your studies for internals, as well as give some time for record writing only 3 programs. Kindly do type and submit it without fail by Sunday. Okay, so I will just create one more folder for remaining 5, 6, 7 program. So kindly do upload it accordingly. So everyone take care, be safe, have a nice day. But see that submit today by 4:30 who haven't submitted for those. Thank you then. Take care and bye-bye.